Hello children, this is your teacher Ghazala Kamran, and now we are going to study The Secret of Seaview Cottage Part 3. I hope by now you have studied Part 1 and Part 2 and have done your homework and submitted it in the school office. Do you remember why were the scouts staying in the tiny cottage? Who found the entrance of the tunnel? Who discovered the treasure in the tunnel? Where did the scouts find Jimmy? If you can answer these questions, then we are ready to start reading the coming pages. The scouts were staying in the tiny cottage for a holiday. The entrance of the tunnel was found first by Jimmy Wright and then by Jack Barton. Gerald Turnbull found the treasure in the tunnel, and the scouts found Jimmy. When they were looking for him, they went through the tunnel out on the other side, ended up on the beach, and they found him tied up and gagged. So in the story till now, Mr. Millman brings his scout troop on a tiny cottage on a deserted beach for a month's holiday. There, Jimmy Wright and Bob Willis find a ghost. Jimmy follows the ghost through a hidden door in the cupboard, which leads through a tunnel on the beach. When everyone finds out that Jimmy is missing, they start looking for him. They also discover the hidden door in the cupboard. They go through the tunnel, and in there they find smuggled goods and a treasure long hidden in the tunnel. So when they find Jimmy on the beach, Jimmy tells them their story, and let's find out what happens next. Okay. Here is a list of key words and phrases. Let's read with me. Gagged, prostrate, gasping, ruefully, outboard, up anchor, steamed away, gangway, hardy old salt, napped him, foreigners, trough, goodly. Now, here's a list of meaning of these words and phrases. Gagged, to insert something in mouth to prevent speech or outcry. Prostrate, lying flat. Gasping, to catch breath audibly. Ruefully, regretfully. Outboard, a boat with motorized engine. Up anchor, get going. Steamed away, gone away. Gangway, an opening on the side of the boat through which passengers can board. Old salt, a sailor who is very experienced. Napped him, caught them. Foreigners, trough, a valuable collection, goodly, large amount. So let's start reading. Said Jimmy obediently. He's gagged, rapped out the scoutmaster as he bent over the prostrate figure of the youngest member of the Kestrels. And in less than a minute, Jimmy Wright was gasping out his story, the gist of which was that he had chased a ghost through the tunnel only to meet with 3 other very solid ghosts on the beach. They knocked me on the head, he finished ruefully, tied that filthy rag round my mouth until I could hardly breathe, and then pinched the Seahawk. I heard them start the engine. Mr. Millman did not hesitate for a second, and there was no longer any need for silence. He placed a silver whistle to his lips and blew 3 short blasts, the call of the Kestrel Patrol. In a very short while, the rest of the scouts came up at double. "Man the outboard," commanded the scoutmaster, "and make for the yacht. You, Bob," he added, "signal the captain to up anchor. We're going after those smugglers. Unless," he hesitated, "unless anyone would like to turn in," he finished. A chorus of protest went up, and a few minutes later, the whole patrol was aboard the smaller of the yacht's 3 shore craft. It was a tight squeeze, for the stolen Seahawk was much the bigger boat. But the Sea Scouts managed it, and were soon making without lights, for the yacht that had not yet steamed away after bringing the boys to the cottage. So we have finished the page, and in the story we see that Jimmy was tied up. There was a cloth in his mouth when Bob and Mr. Millman found him. They untie him, and Jimmy tells him their story, that he found the ghost through the tunnel on the beach, and there he met 2 other men, and they hit him on the head, tied him up, and put a rag in his mouth so he would not make any noise. He heard them start up the engine of the Seahawk. Seahawk is a big boat, and they stole the boat, and then they got away with the boat. Hearing the story, the scoutmaster called the rest of the boys by giving 3 short whistles. This was the way he used to call all the boys of his troop, the Kestrel Patrol. He commanded that we are going on the yacht again, and he asked Bob to signal the captain to lift up the anchor so the yacht would be ready to start up and go after the smugglers. And then everyone got into a small boat so they can reach the yacht. The boat was really small. Everyone was fitted very tightly in it. Mr. Millman asked if anyone would like to stay here and not go after the smugglers, but everyone protested. Everyone wanted to be a part of the adventure. So in no time they were going towards the yacht to go after the smugglers. So this is the story till here. Okay, here are a few questions for you. What does Jimmy mean by solid course? And what is the call of the Kestrel? Who stole the Seahawk? Do you know the answer of these questions? It's not difficult. I just explained the answers in the explanation just now. Okay, have you thought of the answers? Well, the solid coast are the thief who stole the boat or the smugglers. Call of the Kestrel is the 3 short whistles which Mr. Millman gave to call his troop members, to call his scouts, this is the call of the Kestrels, the way he calls all of his troop members. And the Seahawk is the name of a boat, and it was stolen by the smugglers. So these were the answers. I hope you had already found them, or you had already thought of them. And now let's move on to the next page. Okay, let's read. When they arrived alongside, they were greeted by Captain Strutt. "You're too late, sir," he called out. "And it's a good job I didn't sail on the evening tide. But I'll lower the gangway, sir," he added, "and tell the whole story." "Now what's all this about, Captain?" demanded the owner of the yacht as he finally stood on deck.
What do you mean by saying that we are too late? The hardy old salt saluted and then grinned almost boyishly. I mean just this, sir, he answered, and at a sign from him, 3 sailors came forward, dragging between them 4 very sorry-looking specimens of humanity. Were you looking for these gentlemen, sir? He asked. Mr. Millman nodded. We were, he answered, and I'm mighty glad you saved us the trouble of chasing them. Saw them making off with the Seahawk, sir, said the captain. So me and the second mate tumbled into the long boat and nabbed them. The scoutmaster looked worried. What shall we do with them? He asked. They probably belong to some village about here. The captain shook his head. No, sir, he replied. They're foreigners, and I reckon you gave them a complete surprise when you moved into the cottage. They've probably been doing a roaring trade in smuggled goods for ages. Mused the owner of the yacht. Then we had better keep them below for tonight and hand them over to the police in the morning. So this is the end of the page, and the story till here is that when the boys and Mr. Millman reached the yacht, Captain Strutt, who was on the yacht, welcomed them but told them that they are too late. When Mr. Millman got on the deck, he asked him to explain what he meant by being too late. On a sign from the Captain Strutt, 3 sailors brought 4 men and pointed to them if Mr. Millman and the scouts were looking for them. Mr. Millman was very happy to see that the smugglers were already caught. Captain Strutt explained that he and the second mate saw them stealing Seahawk. They followed them and caught them. The scoutmaster was worried what to do with them. He guessed that they probably belonged to a village nearby, but Captain Strutt explained that they were foreigners and they must have been doing smuggling business by the tunnel in the cottage for some time. Mr. Millman decided to keep them on the yacht for the night and then hand them over to the police in the morning. So let's read the next page now. And thus the secret, or rather the 2 secrets of Seaview Cottage became revealed. And after a good deal of legal talk, the Sea Scouts received a goodly sum of money from the government as their share of the treasure trove. Then the big yacht was bought for the troop. For it must be mentioned that Mr. Millman had seriously considered selling it, owing to the expense incurred in keeping it in commission. And the Scouts had one of the finest vessels of its kind around the coast of Great Britain. All because Jimmy Wright and Bob Willis went chasing ghosts. Oh, and by the way, Seaview Cottage is now known as Smuggler's Cottage and is the smartest little place one could ever wish to see. Arthur Groom from Our Boys' Yarns. So this is the end of the story, and the story ends by showing the 2 secrets of the Seaview Cottage. The first secret being the underground tunnel and the treasure hidden in it, and the second secret was of the smuggling business that was taking place through the tunnel in the cottage. The Scouts received a sum of money from the government as their share of the treasure which was discovered by them, and with that money the big yacht was bought for the troop because Mr. Millman, who was the previous owner, was very troubled by the expense of keeping a yacht and wanted to sell it. Because Jimmy Wright and Bob Willis went chasing ghosts, because of their curiosity, the whole patrol was able to have a wonderful adventure, and they were able to even find treasure by which they bought their own yacht. The Seaview Cottage became known as the Smuggler's Cottage. So this is what the story was. Let's read about the author now. Arthur Broom, 1898-1964, wrote over 100 books for children. He also worked as a journalist and lecturer and was enthusiastic about scouting. During the World War II, he was a captain. Okay, let's recap what we just read. Question 1, who was Captain Strut? Question 2, who caught the smugglers? Question 3, what two secrets of the Seaview Cottage were revealed? Question 4, who is the author of the story? How many stories did he write for children? If you had been listening attentively, this would not be difficult for you. I have explained the answers already in the explanation. Okay, let's check your answers. Question 1, who was Captain Strut? Captain Strut was the captain of the yacht. Question 2, who caught the smugglers? The smugglers were caught by Captain Strut and his second mate. Question 3, what two secrets of the Seaview Cottage were revealed? The two secrets of the Seaview Cottage were number 1, the smugglers, and number 2, the treasure. Question 4, who is the author of the story and how many stories did he write for children? Arthur Broom wrote this story. He had written more than 100 books for children. Okay, here is your homework. You have to do question number 7 and 8 from exercise A. Here, question 7, question 8. And you have to do exercise B from your book page 21. So do your homework in your English literature copies. Submit on Monday between 9 and 11. I hope you have enjoyed this video lesson. Don't forget to do your homework. Stay indoors, stay safe. Goodbye.